Let's do one thing, add some more data into it. Cool, so we have our second to do as well. Let's add one more. So let's submit the following data, and if I long press over it, the following data shall be removed. To do app with Hive database. Let's get started. So first thing first, let's move under our project folder, and under our POP.yaml file, under dependencies, you need to get the dependencies of Hive and Hive Flutter. After having these dependencies, under the developer dependencies, you need to get the both of the dependencies of build runner and Hive generator. Hive generator shall be helping us in generating the adapters for our database, and the build runner shall be helping us in generating automatic Hive code. So once we have gotten all of the following 4 dependencies, we are good to go. And so under my views, I have a to do view which is a stateless widget, and under my main.dart file, I have nothing but simply a my app and our boilerplate main method. So first thing first, what we shall be doing is make the following process to be asynchronous of main method, and here I will be simply writing await for Hive dot initialize Flutter, but here you may see that we won't be getting our init from Hive itself. So here I will explicitly need to import our Hive Flutter. So here I will be writing import Hive Flutter just like this. So here under this method I can simply say initialize for Flutter, that is init for Flutter. After initializing our Hive database, that is module, we need to open a new box under Hive. Now consider a box just a table that we declare under a SQL database. The box under the Hive shall be consisting all of our data that we need to provide to our Flutter app. So for doing that thing, I can simply say await hive.openBox, and here you can give it any sort of name, but here I will give it a name of our box, that is database to be to-dos. But before opening our box, we need to register some adapters under our Hive database. Now adapters can be called as a wrapper over the models, and our model shall be consisting of a title and also a description for our to-do list. And for that purpose, we shall be simply writing here await Hive, alright, Hive dot register adapter, but this process won't be future, so I can remove the await statement. And under the case of adapter, we need to generate a new adapter. So for generating a new adapter, first thing first, we shall be moving under our libraries and create a new folder for adapters. So here let's create a new folder of adapters, and under this let's have a new file of to do adapter.dart just like this. So under my file of to do adapter, first of all we shall be importing Hive. So here let's have import hive.dart, and after having Hive, I will be having here a package generator of Hive type, and under our Hive type it will be taking a type ID. So here let's have type ID to be default by 1 just like this. And after having this thing, let's have a new class for our model of to do. So here let's have class of to do, and under our class of to do I will be having here a Hive field. So here let's have a Hive field, and under this it will be under a type ID of 0. So here let's have a new string to be a title for our to do just like this. And yes, after this we will be having one more Hive field for our description for index of 1, and here the description shall be also a string. So here let's have a description to be a string as well. And after this let's create a default constructor for our to do model class. So here let's have this dot title and also this dot description, easy peasy. So once we have done this, we need to generate a model adapter for our to do class, and for doing that thing we shall be taking help from our developer dependency of build runner and Hive generator. So for doing this thing, that is generating a model outlook, we shall be opening our terminal, and under the terminal, alright, let me make it expanded here, and under our terminal you need to write the following command of flutter. So this will be our entire command that we need to use for generating our model adapters. So here, before generating our model adapter, first of all we need to write here a part of the following file. So for doing that thing, I can simply write here a part, and under this I will be writing the name of our file. And after writing the name of file, you need to add here a specify of G, which stand for generator, and after that our Dart extension, press Ctrl and S. And now let's press enter and run the following build runner. Cool, so if everything went right, under a folder of adapters, you can see a new file is generated by our build runner, and here it generally says that do not modify by hand, and we won't be modifying it. And under this file you will be seeing here a to-do adapter which shall be extending with under a type of adapter which is under a type of to-do, which is our model class. And under this you can see we will be getting an override method of read which shall be reading all of our object data and convert the following object data under binary data under a form of binary reader. So under this method you can see the following for loop shall be returning here a to do, that is our entire model class, and under this the title shall be under a field of 0 that we are given here a type of hive field of 0 which is title. And after that you can see we will be getting here a description of field 1 as a string. Yes, it will be under type of hide field 1 which is a string for a description. And after reading all of our binary data, the following adapter shall be also writing all of our binary data under object 1 which shall be simply appending the following data here. And after that just a boilerplate code over checking the operator here. You can also do one thing, instead of writing the following command you can use equatable package, but as the file has written here do not modify by hand, we won't be modifying the entire code by hand. So once we are done with this, let's go under our views and let's start building some of the functionality under our UI. But before that we can go under our main.dart file. We can simply add the following piece of line that we have deleted, and under this I can simply say to do adapter. So now let's move under our to do view, and under our to do view under our scaffold, first of all let's have an app bar to be a new app bar, and under our app bar let's have a new title. After having the following app bar, let's have the body for our to do view. So under the case of body, let's have a new parameter of body, and here I will be having a body to be a value list neighbor builder. So for that purpose I can simply write here value list neighbor builder. So under this, first of all it will be requiring here a value listenable, and under the case of value listenable I can write here a hive. Alright, let's import hive first, and under hive I can simply say hive dot box, and under the case of box it will be under a type of to do which is our model, and here it will be taking a name of the box. So let's go under a main.dart file, copy the box name so we won't get any error for different names, and paste it here. And after that we need to add the property of listenable that we won't be getting under the following package, that is hive. For that purpose we need to import hive flutter just like this, and under this I can simply add the property of listenable. After having the property of value listenable, we will also be requiring the builder for the value listenable builder. So here let's have a new builder. Now the builder shall be taking 3 different parameters. First of all it will be requiring a context of our current class. After that it will be requiring a box under a type of to do, and here let's give the parameter of box to be box, and after that an empty value just like this. Format document first. So here what I will be doing is assign a new if condition. So here I can simply say if box of values is empty, that is if our box is completely empty, I will be returning here a new center, and under my center I will be having a new child to be a new text. But before writing the new text, let's copy the following thing and paste it here, and under this case I will be simply saying here no data available. Format document first. After having our if condition, let's return the entire data if we have our data. So under a case of this I will be having a new list view builder, and under a case of list view builder, first of all it will be requiring an item count. So for that purpose I can simply say box dot length just like this, and under a case of item builder, alright, let's go down, it will be requiring a new context and also a new index. And under our item builder I can simply say first of all a new to do. Alright, let's have a new instance of to do to be a new to do, and the following to do shall be simply equal to box dot get, that is get the following instance at the particular index. And once we have done this, I can simply return a new list style under our list view builder. Alright, not a list body but a list style. Cool. So under our list style, first of all it will be requiring a title. So here let's have a new title to be a text, and under our text I can simply say to do dot title. Easy. Let's have somewhat styling to it. Cool. So after having our title, let's have a subtitle as well. So for subtitle, let's copy this and paste it here. But here let's have a new property of subtitle, and here let's have a new description of our entire to-do list. Easy thing. Let's decrease somewhat font size of our description. Easy thing. So once we have created the following thing, let's also do one thing, add the functionality of deleting a following to do. So for doing that thing, a list style shall be giving us the property of long press. So on long pressing we can simply delete the particular item. So for deleting the particular item, first of all let's make the process to be asynchronous, and here I can simply say await box.delete, and I will be delete the following data at the particular index on which the user has selected, that is pressed. So once we have created our to do view, let's also create a new view for adding some to dos under our database. So for that purpose, let's go under our views and create a new file for it. So for doing that thing, I can simply say add to do.dart, and under this, first of all let's have a new stateful widget. Let's say add to do, and instead of a container let's return a new scaffold. Now our add to do shall be under a type of a column, and under a column it will be not a column but a new form. So for having the particular form, I will be creating a new final form key. So here let's have a new final form key. Alright, a form key should be equal to a global key. So here let's have a new global key, and under a global key, first of all let's have here a form state. Easy thing, add a semicolon. So after having the following form, cool. So now let's move under our scaffold, and under our scaffold, first of all let's give it a new app bar. So I will be copying my tiny little cute looking app bar from here and paste it here, but instead of this I can simply say add to do, just like this. So let's have somewhat body to it. So under a case of body, let's have a new form, and here let's have a new widget dot form key. Easy thing. And after that let's have a new child to our entire form to be a new list view. Alright, a new list view. So under our case of list view, let's have all the children, not a cache extend buddy. So let's have a new children here. So under the case of children, first of all we shall be having a new text form field. So let's have a new text form field, and under this it will be having the property of decoration for input decoration. Let's have somewhat hint text. On changing the following field, I can simply say on change or a following value. So let's sketch on the following value, and here I can simply set the state of a particular ID to be a new string. So for that purpose, let's go at the top, and here I will be having some mock string to be a title and also a description. So here let's have title and description. Easy thing. So here I can simply say the title should be equal to a value of a particular text form field. Now let's copy the following text form field, paste it one more time, but here let's have add description under our to do list, and here let's set the state of our description value. Easy. After having both of the text form field, let's have a new elevated button. So here let's have a new elevated button, and on pressing over it, something shall be happening for now, that is we need to submit our form data. So for doing that thing, let's create a new method at the top. Let's say just like this, the process is going to be asynchronous, so let's mark the method to be async. So under this case, first of all let's have a new if condition of whether if widget dot form key dot current state, not a current context but a current state, is validated. If the following thing is done, so we will be simply having a new box under a case of to do. Let's have here a to do, but let's import both of the following things. Alright, let's import the following box from Hive. Easy. So after having this thing, I can have a property of to do box. Now the following to do box shall be equal to Hive dot box, and under a case of box, let's have our name to be to dos, which is our general database name. But before this, let's have our type to be to do as well, more precisely. So once we have done this, let's go at the bottom, and here I can simply say to do box dot add, and we need to add data in it. So under a case of data, I will be having a new instance of to do, and under this, first of all it will be requiring a title to be a title and also a description to be a description. So once we have done this, once the following data will be submitted, we shall be navigated back just like this. So let's copy the following field from there and let's paste it here on submit data, and here let's have our child for an elevated button. So here let's have child to be a new text, format document first, and we are good to go. Alright, this should be working like this as well. So let's try it out. So once we have done the following thing here, let's copy the following to do. We shall be simply having a new floating action button under our scaffold of to do view. So here let's have a new floating action button for a floating action button. And under floating action button, let's have your on press property, and on pressing over it, let's have the property of navigator dot push replacement, and here let's have a new route to be a material page route. Cool. So let's import the following thing from our package and we are good to go. So now let's test it out, but before that let's have a tiny child for icon, and here let's have icons dot add format document first, and now let's try it out. Let's try running the following application onto our Android emulator. So let's import our Android emulator and let's try it out. So let's press F5 and let the following application loaded. Now don't worry, this was just my previous tutorial that I have just built over notifications. Check that out as well. So let's press F5 and reload our entire application once. Now this might take some time, let me drink some water. Alright, our application is restarted and opened one more time, and many of you may have got the following error that is shown on your screen. And to tackle up the following error, you need to add the following piece of line under your opening the following Hive database, and the following piece of line is at the type annotation for the following to-dos, which are a box. So you just need to add the following piece of line and the error will be gone. So now let's test it out. I don't know why I'm getting the following notification again and again. No worries, let's open it from here, our next screen. Cool. So now from here we need to add title and description. So let's add some title and description. So here let's add some more description of I need to do some work ... and now let's submit our data. Cool. So here you can see we are getting a to do of do maths homework. Let's do one thing, add some more data into it. Cool. So we have our second to do as well. Let's add one more. So let's submit the following data, and if I long press over it, the following data shall be removed, cause under our to do view we have the following functionality of deleting the data. So if I simply go down, we have added the following method of deleting the data from our to do list. That is, on long pressing over it, the following data shall be deleted, which is at the index of a particular index. So let's open it our emulator one more time, and here if I type over watch some movies, all of the data shall be removed, and after typing over water the plants, the data shall be removed, and we will be getting our condition of no data available. There should be no. So let's make that thing happen. So here it should be no. Press Ctrl and S. Let's open it. Cool. So no data available, and we can now successfully add data under our Hive database. So let's try it out. So after pressing over add the following to do under our Hive database, let's add some title to our to do, some maths homework, and also some description of. So now let's submit some data under our to do. Now you can see we are now successfully able to submit some data under our Hive database, and if I simply long press over it, the following data shall be removed, and we will be getting our condition that no data is available. Now the following notification is not from this tutorial, it was from previous one. So regardless of that, we are now successfully able to add some data under our Hive to do app. So congratulations, we have done a great job. We are successfully able to add data under our database of Hive. So pat your back and we are good to go. So let me explain to you about everything that we have did by for now. First thing first, you need to initialize Flutter of Hive. After that, we need to register the following adapter of to do adapter, which is our this adapter. And after that, we need to add, and after doing that thing, we need to open our box of to dos and implement the functionality under our list, under our to do view, which is this one. And I hope the following tutorial has helped you so much in building a to do list and also clearing some of your concepts of Hive. Now make sure you hit the following like button of this video. It will be helping me so much and it will cost you only 2 seconds of your life. So please hit that like button, it will be awesome. So along with that, I will see you in the next one with another great video. Till then, you can comment down some of the topics that I should be covering some videos over. So I will see you with another great video. Hit that like button. Goodbye.